Okay, well, ex fish tank contestant, the only contestant to vote himself off
Violent
the
Pinball,
fish tank.
cheers.
Really great stuff.
X500.
Thanks a lot, Violent Pinball, for the $500 So, geez, I don't know. What are you allowed to speak about
15,
as far as that
Red
goes?
Tack, yes.
Alan named
I'm not sure. I tried asking them what I could speak about, but they didn't answer me. So
Radio silence.
gratis a los gringos en línea.
Well, yeah, radio silence. And I guess you guys could ask me about the contestants inside. I'm not really talking about the show. I'm just talking about, the people inside, or really, you guys can ask me anything.
I suppose anything that's public knowledge would probably be okay. Everybody already knows, right?
Yeah, probably. I think that'll be fine.
So when you... Okay, here's a good question. How did you get on the show in the first place?
So a lot of people find this a little bit weird, but I actually got on the show through the site Craigslist. I don't know if you guys know about that site. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit sketchy.
I got molested on that website.
Oh shit!
Yeah, molested, yeah.
It is. It's crazy, but I was on there because here's a little tip for everyone. If you guys want to earn extra money, then you guys can go on Craigslist, and there's a bunch of market research studies, a bunch of legal focus groups. They pay like $100 to $200 an hour. That's why I was on Craigslist, and I always get a bunch of those. And if you guys want to make extra money, then go on there. But that's what I was doing on there, and I saw the ad for the fish tank. I sent a little video of myself. It said something like, "Do you want to be a reality TV star?"
It just said that straight up. Did it say fish tank? What was it called? Like,
no, it was just like, "Do you want to be a reality TV star? Like, send us a video of your personality, of your activities, like whatever you like to do." And so I didn't really take it seriously because I didn't really believe it. I just sent like a 10-second video. I was like, "Hi, my name is Mauro. I want to be in your TV show, and I'm looking forward to working with you." And that's all I said.
Interesting.
And then they contacted me back like 2 or 3 weeks after, and I did a Zoom interview, and I got on.
Very interesting. Very simple setup.
What made you want to sign up or something like that? Everybody else is like, they seem like more weird, just to be blunt. Like, you seem like the most normal one.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people would tell me. They were like, "Oh, you're the normie," and even the production. I mean, that's a little bit weird though, because in my hometown, I'm definitely not a normie. But I mean, I guess I could see that, and they were always like, "Oh, you're the most normal one," and whatever. And I guess they just wanted a balance, maybe. Maybe everyone else was very like extravagant, and I guess I was a little bit more normal to some people.
What is fish tank ? Well, this was a risk. Go ahead.
It's a reality show, internet reality TV show. Not TV, sorry, internet reality show. Yeah.
It's an internet reality show being run by Sam Hyde, for those of you familiar. Now, when you got there and you went into the fish tank and you met Mr. Goldstriker for the first time, Jason Goldstriker, were you aware of anything about him? Were the other contestants talking about him?
No, actually, I have no idea who he was, to be honest. I knew nothing. I just knew about Jet, but I just through text and call. I didn't like check his social media. I didn't know anything. I just thought like, this is probably real, because the contract seemed like like very legit. So I was like, It's probably real. If not, then I don't fucking know. But I had only talked to Jet through phone and through Zoom. That's all I mean.
Very interesting. Now, there's been quite a bit of controversy, especially surrounding you leaving the show. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but you were roommates with someone who was evicted from the house.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that was a thing that everyone knows about, and it was a very controversial thing, and yeah, I left because I just felt kind of, I guess, I don't know, at the time I just felt like kind of disgusted, to be honest, that I was
you had a bit of a scuffle with John, the most recent contestant to leave the fish tank, and that I was captivated. We were all sitting there watching, and it was some of the best reality TV I've ever seen. It reminded me of Jersey Shore.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was probably one of the most dramatic things to happen on there, and I think it's gonna be one of the most dramatic things to happen on that show.
Right.
But there was various of those. I think the cameras were off for some of them because I can't find any footage of them. But there was various, and I hope they release them when they release like the episodes, I guess.
Right, I
And
forgot. Yeah,
think
the cameras had
that'll be
gone
good.
down at some point, but did you already leave by the time the cameras were off?
That was after.
No,
was
actually,
afterwards?
the cameras were off like on day 3.
Mhm.
I left on day 9,
Oh, okay.
and a lot of situations happened. I think when the cameras were off because I can't find any footage.
Right, because it was all fucked up and the website was done, and then
And you
YouTube,
guys
they
got
were doing it on
boozed up
YouTube.
too that day.
Yeah, you guys were drinking.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember what was the date, but they were off for like three days, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And when they, I think right at the start, towards the start, they brought you guys a jug of beer in a big pitcher. Did you guys realize that it was non-alcoholic beer when you were drinking it?
Honestly,
Number 15.
at the moment, like when I was first drinking it, it kind of tasted like real beer. It was. I'm not like a typical beer drinker. I drink like the more light girl shit, to
Does
be
that
honest.
officially count
But
as Mexican food?
I just when I kept drinking it, I didn't get drunk.
That's right.
I drank so much, I was like, I'm not drunk yet.
Subscribed.
What's going on? I just had a headache, so I was like, what the fuck? This is fake beer.
Right. Yeah, they give you guys a bunch of
realized
fake
it, like,
beers.
3 hours later.
Now, what
Yeah.
was the general? Now I'm interested in this. What was the general smell like in the house? Did it smell bad in there?
Honestly, I left so early on that it didn't smell bad yet.
It didn't
It
start to
might smell
stink.
bad now.
You think it stinks now? It probably stinks now.
Probably because they're doing some challenges that are, you know, they're not the. I don't think it would have smelled great in there. But,
Now, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it smelled fine when I was in there.
That's fine. Yeah, that's. I mean, you were there for 9 days, and you didn't get to go outside at any point, right? You were just stuck inside, and the windows were all closed.
Well, I went outside when there was like swatting, I guess. That's what
Oh right.
it's called.
Oh right. Yes. Right. I forgot about that. Right. What was that? Yeah. What was that like when the police showed up?
Well, it was honestly a little bit scary at first when they were telling us like to go outside, but the police were very chill. To be honest, they didn't come into the house and break in and do the crazy shit that people imagine.
Mm-hmm.
We just went out with our hands in the air and they asked us a couple of questions. They talked to the producers for most of it, and that was it really.
Mm-hmm. Dang, that's interesting. Yeah, they That's what a bunch of people were predicting. They were saying, the cops are going to show up at some point because someone online had leaked the address and all that kind of shit. I don't know if you're familiar. Are you familiar with the term lolcow?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Do you know who Chris Chan is on the internet?
No.
No, interesting.
They'll be on season 2 probably.
They'll be on season 2. Yeah,
Okay.
it's almost impossible to explain, but that's it feels as if it feels as if a lot of the people are banking on turning the contestants into lolcows, where they'll follow someone strange on social media just to laugh at them, and they'll try and get them into weird situations and try and coerce them into doing strange things just for the sake of laughing at them. But I guess if you're not familiar with that, then it probably shouldn't really be too much of an issue. Well, people.
Yeah,
have you had any strange people trying to contact you?
Strange. Yeah, there's been a bunch of strange people, a bunch of strange comments that I've never really received in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I went in there with the mentality that I was ready for anything, for any comment, any hate, anything really. I was gonna brush it off, and that's what I'm doing. I don't really care.
What's the weirdest thing that you've got so far?
The weirdest thing, I mean, just the hate comments. I guess it's just really weird to me thinking that people take the time out of their day to follow someone and hate on someone. And that's just weird to me. I never experienced that, but I don't really care. Yeah, it is.
How many people have threatened to kill you?
Right.
That's a real question.
Right now, I haven't had any death threats, surprisingly.
Really?
But I have seen. Really? I have seen some To the Earth contestants, so
You're in the clear.
you know, when they come out, that's gonna suck. But
Yeah. My wife contacted you on Twitter, and you just seemed very. You're like, yeah, sure, I'll do whatever. Why not? Fuck it. So I guess you probably really haven't encountered too many crazy crackheads at the moment.
well, I have encountered a lot actually, because in my comment section on Twitter, it's like fucking insane. I feel like, but when she contacted me, I looked up your Twitch and I saw a little bit of your content, and I enjoyed it, and I was like, hell
Really
yeah,
great
I'm down.
stuff.
Professional.
Really great stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Now at some point during the show, Vance, one of the contestants, had mentioned. I don't know if you remember this, but he had mentioned someone by the name of Therapy Gecko. Do you remember that controversy?
Wait, I had mentioned?
No, Vance mentioned it. He was talking about how the Therapy Gecko stole his ideas for a show.
I think he said Lyle.
All right.
Lyle
right,
Forever.
right, right.
Lyle Forever or someone.
Like, it was the lizard that he wanted to box, right?
Right, the lizard, yes.
Okay.
So we're
Yeah,
hoping
yeah.
perhaps maybe after it's all done, maybe you could contact Vance for me, and I'll get into contact with him, and we can figure out how we can set up an exhibition match between him and the Therapy Gecko, because I'm often harassed by his viewers. They claim that I stole his gimmick when I was first.
Oh no! Well, I'll definitely try to contact Vance. You know, he's probably
That's okay.
gonna make it far in, but when he comes out, then I'll definitely try to.
That's a good question. Who do you think is going to win?
Well, now that John is out, I always said that John. Like when I came out, I was like John. Even though like my arguments, most of them, all of them, John was involved. But I was rooting for John. But other than that, I feel like I hope Sylvia wins.
Okay. Yeah, you had the baby with Sylvia. I was watching that whole day, and I was sitting at my computer screen, and I was yelling at the screen, "Hit him! Hit him! Hit him!" I wanted you to hit John. I wanted you to fight him. I think you could have taken him. You could have easily destroyed him. John. Uh-oh.
Do you think that there's a person in the world that could outsleep you, Mauro?
You know what? That would be a hard competition, and I would like to have it with them, but I don't think so. I love sleeping. You know what? Actually, one of the contestants in there could probably outsleep me.
14 months.
14.
And thanks a lot, Hooked on Phonics, for the Tier 1 friendship package for 5 months. He says, "It's a me, Mauro." It's a Mario joke. Is that sarcastic? Is that sarcastic?
Probably.
Unbelievable! How about a little fucking professionalism? There's a guest here! Sorry, these people are fucking stupid!
It's okay.
Sorry, it's not your fault.
Sorry, I have a rage issue.
Yeah, sorry, I have a rage issue. Really great stuff, guys. You know what? Let's get a little bit of spam going in the chat here. I want to see everybody say Cinco de Mayo, and I want a round of applause. Cinco de Mayo. Really good stuff, guys. Spam it.
Hell yeah.
It's Cinco de Mayo. Really great stuff, fellas. Really great stuff. Very professional behavior, guys. Come on. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Come on, faster.
X200. I might be your oldest viewer, but I
Okay.
really need advice.
Here we go. We got a question
I'm
here.
67 with about $2,000 a month
Okay,
cash flow in, and
$2,000 cash flow,
$1,200 of that is Social Security. I claimed it early.
Terrible decision.
I need to know if you can examine my bussy and slap those titties
Okay, never
around
mind.
also.
Never mind. That wasn't a real question. Never mind. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He's from Iraq.
Yeah, it's Mauro. I mean, but I understand because a lot of
Mauro.
people are not able to say that. Like when I was in school, some teachers would call me Marujo. So
Marujo.
so you guys
That's another question I have for you. I can't remember who it was, but they kept calling you Hawaiian. Who kept calling you Hawaiian on the show?
everyone, I think the whole TTS and the whole community thinks that I'm Hawaiian, or they don't think that because I clarified it various times since the beginning. But it's an ongoing joke, and I don't mind it. I think it's funny, and I guess I'm part Hawaiian now, so that's lovely.
There you go. Right, there's words. There's...
I'm down for it. Let's see it.
There you go.
One in lobby.
Hello, Josh. What is your question of choice today?
Hey, this is a kind of a two-part question for the fish guy. Did Sam Hyde ever talk about Law and Order when he was there? And how do I breathe underwater?
Probably quite a bit more extreme. Much more insanity. I don't know if you saw the clip. I think this was after you were gone that Mr. Goldstrecker came in with a weed whacker and he started just cutting up the house with a piece of lawn mowing equipment. It was really just absolutely deranged.
Yeah, I saw that, and he destroyed my Halo book. Yeah, no, it definitely was a new experience. But like I said, I was prepared for anything and everything. Like I knew that I was gonna receive hate comments. I knew that I was, probably gonna get, just attacked for any and everything. So I went prepared for it, and mentally, and I was like, whatever they say to me, it can't, and it won't affect me.
Right.
And still to this day, like anytime I post something on Twitter, people like, say stupid shit, and it doesn't affect me, and it can't. Can I say something? I saw Naptown in the Naptown 911 in the chat because I'm watching on my computer. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I know that you've been uploading stuff of me since day one, and I really appreciate it. And thank you.
Naptown's been uploading videos of you.
Naptown.
Really
Yeah,
great stuff.
Naptown 911.
Really
I
great
appreciate
stuff.
him.
Very professional.